everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And this time around we're going on a new adventure. We're going to play a game that is new to the channel, and this game has been calling my name, so I really wanted to try it out. And without further ado, let's play Farming Simulator 22. Alright everyone, welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Farming Simulator 22. And I thought I'd start this game off by taking a little bit of a slower approach to my previous attempts to play this game. Because as you can see here, we have a large map right here. And we can make use of everything, should we want to, in the future. Because this area is for sale, all this land. And it actually extends way beyond what we can see right now. Or not way beyond, but yeah, this is a good plot of land right here. And as you can see, some places are a little bit more rough than the others. There seems to be a nice hill right there. And I think down the line we'll be able to maybe put our house on there, because that's looking like a good spot to have a good view of what we are and what we have been doing here. So that's very exciting. So yeah, there's a small little town right here. There will be no need for us to get to it, because everything we need is gonna be here. And this is going to be our distribution center, and it's gonna allow us to purchase whatever it is that we like. And we can also sell everything we produce here, so that's going to be very convenient. So with that said, let's talk about where we are and where we want to be going here. So let's land on the floor right here. And our goal is to become successful, of course. So I'm setting a goal that we like to own every piece of plot on this land right here. So if we can purchase all that land, I'm not saying that we need to absolutely make use of every square inch, but I'd like to be able to say that we own everything that the sun touches here. So that may be a good challenge here. But obviously that's not something we can do right away, because if we look at what we have here, let's pull that up. Here we go. Yeah, so we can see here we have $0 to our name here. We don't have a vehicle, we don't have tractors, we don't have equipment. We really do not have anything of value other than our trusty chainsaw here. So that's something that we're gonna have to take care of and make some money. So very interesting start. And the only thing we can do now to make money is saw trees and sell them right here on this spot right in front of us. And we also own a little bit of land. So what we can do is go here, farmland right here, and we currently own plot 56 here. We actually own the ground underneath this store right here, but that's about all we own. So we're definitely going to need a lot of money to own everything here. So I think it's time we start making use of our time here and cut down some trees, sell them so we can get some money. And after we have some money, we can start making actual moves. We can invest our money in tractors or equipment or whatever it is that we like. Hey, dear, how you doing? So yeah, that's going to be quite a challenge, because this is going to be a very slow start to the game. But I like this slow progression, especially if we compare where we are and what we have in the beginning, as opposed to the later stages of the game here. Alright, with that said, I think it's about time we get going here. Alright, let's, before we actually start cutting down trees here, we could do so, but I think it's best that we don't aimlessly cut down trees without having a proper plan in place. Excuse me. So let's visit the store here and let's just check out how this is going to work. So there's all types of things we can purchase here. Small tractors, medium and large tractors, even trucks, harvesters, basically anything we can ever think of that we're going to need. We're going to be able to purchase here. Some tools also, whether it be trailers, vegetable technology, spaders, seeders. We're going to need a lot, if not all of these here. So we're going to give everything a try here. Now, I am not too familiar with the game because I only have a couple of hours in just to make sure that I'm to some degree familiar with the controls. Like driving around, that can be a challenge in the beginning, but we're going to have to find out everything during this gameplay here. So I think the first thing we may want to do is get ourselves a mode of transportation here. So we can purchase a car. They're actually quite expensive, depending on what we want to be doing here. But we could also just immediately go for a tractor here because we are currently broke, so to speak. We have $0 to our name, and nor do we have any cash flow here. And a tractor is basically going to be an absolute necessity for everything here. So yeah, we may want to look for a good tractor here. Now, I have been playing around to some degree here, and a couple of these cheaper tractors are very interesting to use. So we obviously need to look at how much money they're going to cost, but we do have some low budget options, so to speak. So this Case IH Farmall, it's very good, 50 to 80 horsepower. This one also has 50 horsepower, so that's also an option right here. So yeah, we need to make some money quickly because I'd like to be able to purchase a tractor here. That's going to greatly increase the productivity and the speed of this gameplay here. So now that we know what we want to be purchasing first, and that's going to be a tractor, right? I think it's about time that we start cutting some trees, because that is the only way we can make money right now. And we have some signs right here. Cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all trees from the map. Okay. Cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all rocks from the map. Okay, yeah, I want to keep all the trees as well as all the all the rocks here. We may want to remove that later, but not right now. So let's see, let's choose a tree here. I don't think it's really gonna matter, but let's cut down this one. And let's cut it down as low as we can here. There we go. Timber. There we go. Alright, we do have the lumberjack as well as a super strength mod on, so we can cut this tree stump right here. It's going to be in the way. Yeah, let's just remove it here. I was contemplating not using any mods, just playing without super strength and the like, but I think it's good that we have the option to do so, but that's going to get quite tedious, and I like just the quality of life kind of situation here. So let's hit Alt twice, and that's going to activate our super strength, and now we are super strong, and we can carry everything that we would like. Our strength is not something that's going to be holding us back. Well, actually, I do think there's a limit to it, but for the most part, we can carry everything here. Okay, the physics are being kind of silly right here. Let's pick it up from the middle machine. Maybe that's going to happen here. Oh yeah, that makes this a lot easier. Already minus $4. That's not so good. Alright, let's make our first sale here. Is this going to work if I put it just like that? Maybe this is going to make it a little bit easier. And let's see how much money we can make off this one tree here. 1,288. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. But we are required at the moment to constantly run back and forth here. Now with the super strength, that's gonna make it a lot faster too, because if we didn't have super strength here, the maximum load we can carry is, I believe, 200 kg. So that's still a lot, but that's gonna make these trips a lot more frequent, because this tree is, let's see, how much does it weigh? 1.6 tons. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of trips here. And let's not do that. That's going to make things extremely tedious. Alright, let's hope this tree also makes us a lot of money. Is this possible? Let's see. Yep. 1,282, and we're slowly making money. We're up to 2,500 right here, so that's good. I think we'll be able to purchase ourselves a nice tractor in no time here. Yeah, this tree is really not that large actually. Let's do this one. Here we go. Nice, and let's delimb this one. Be careful not to make any accidental cuts here. And let's hope we don't drop the tree. Yeah, we're carrying a very, very large object here. Alright, drop it in place. 38.51. Oh yeah, this is going real good. So I guess this is somewhat similar to managed, right? If we can compare the two at least, because this is not a city builder per se, but this is more of a gradual improvement game, which is something I very much enjoy. Come to think of it, did we remove the stumps? I don't think we did. We may have to look for those. There's really no need for them to be there. They just clutter up the plot. Okay, the delimbing is not going as easy as I thought it was going to be. So let's do it like this. Alright. Let's pick it up right here. Oh, we left a little brush right here. I don't think it's gonna matter much. I haven't tried. And I think with the addition of this tree, if we sell this, we should have enough money to purchase our first tractor here. There we go. 5,000. Well, let's keep going a little bit more, because I don't want to stop and start all the time here. Let's make our way up to 10,000 or so. That is going to give us a couple more opportunities here. And in the meantime, look for some tree stumps that I forgot to take care of. At least I think so. Never mind. So let's look for a large tree right here. Or a larger tree. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's starting to look good. Well, let's keep it right here. Now I do want to be mindful not to cut down any of those signposts here. But yeah, this is a very, very slow progression game. Because 5,000 seems like a lot if you come from 0. But we can make a lot more money. A lot more money actually farming. So it's fine to do it right now. It's a little meticulous, but we'll be able to get what we need. Just to get going here. See a nice looking tree right here. And let's leave the smaller ones be for now. Unless we are really in a pinch, we can do so, but... There we go. Stump removed. There we go. And I do want to keep this one tree at a time here. Alright. Here we go. We're getting closer and closer to the 5,000. That's really where we want things to be here. And there we go. Grab maybe one, maybe two more trees here. Let's do 2 trees. We were here just now, so maybe this one. There we go. And this works just as fine. Just as good. Yeah, we're losing a little bit of workable area due to this distribution center here. But I thought it may be a good spot for us to start. Because that way we can sort of fan out to wherever we want things to be here. And this is truly really a large plot here. The No Man's Land map is beautiful. Here we go. Let's put this right here. Okay, settle down, don't start twisting around here. There we go. And let's grab one more tree here. There we go. There we go. One more limb right here. No problem. Let's hope we are at least in the ballpark in terms of money right here. I think 10,000 should be able to give us a nice tractor here. Maybe even some equipment that we're going to be needing. There we go. And let's hope we can sell both these trees. And we have officially made 10,000. A little bit more. So let's go to the shop here and let's spend that money. So we have a little bit more room to maneuver here. Well, hello. So the first thing we're going to be needing is a tractor. I think a mode of transportation is going to definitely be something we need. It's the second choice that makes this question interesting here, because this is actually the first time that we actually have to choose what we're going to be doing moving forward here. We have the farm dealer right here, that's nice. Can we get down here? I think we do. We even own these trees, I guess. Let's see to where our property line reaches here. Oh yeah, maybe these trees, but that is cutting it rather close. So yeah, we still have a lot of trees here, so we could go, or rather continue with the forestry here, so cutting down trees, or we can start to look for other things here. We ran out of larger trees here, but there's some there. See, whatever journey we take here is gonna take the first step. And being that money is still kind of tight because we're gonna need lots of it, we do have to make a decision somewhat quickly here. We can purchase the tractor, but are we going to purchase anything beside it here? Yeah, because the chopping down of trees, we're going to be doing that for money right now, but we are going to have to cut down trees later if they happen to be on spots that we want to cultivate, or whatever it is we want to be doing with it. So I think it may be wise to invest in some sort of log carrier, because having to go back and forth to the distribution center here, one tree at a time, that's a little slow. So first things first, let's focus on a small tractor here. Now we do have 10,000. That means that we do have lots of options here, but one option is better than the other. So 9,500 for 25 horsepower. That's not really something that I'm interested in here. Yeah, these are all way out of our price league. This one, it's also kind of expensive though, 35 horsepower. That's not really maybe this one has other qualities. It's not too wide, I like that. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with these tractors actually. I've worked with the Massey Ferguson one. This one has, that's actually a lot of money for 20 horsepower here. 22. Yeah, this one. I've worked with this one before. This one too. But my eye fell on this one. It's only 3,500 and it has 50 to 80 horsepower. That's just too good here. It also looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's see here. We can have an engine setup. We currently are working off the 37 kilowatt 50 horsepower model, but we can also upgrade that, and it seems as though it doesn't add anything to the cost of it. Is that real? So 60 horsepower, 68 horsepower, still nothing. 80 horsepower. Oh yeah, we can just upgrade this to 80 horsepower without having to spend any money. Alright. Easy. Tricycle wheel setup or the four-wheeler. I think the four-wheeler sounds a little bit better here. Okay, front weight, I don't think we're gonna need that. At least not now. Exhaust. Let's do design 1. Seats. Yeah, I don't think it'll much matter. Let's leave it at 1. Fenders. Yeah, we're gonna try out everything here. This is our first tractor. Yeah, light position. Let's do them at the front. So 3,500 for an 80 horsepower tractor. That's actually very good. Can we make this white? Oh yeah, that looks good. All right, let's make our first purchase here, and it's a tractor. That's that sounds about right. There we go. Purchase. And it should be outside of the shop here. So that is, oh, look at that. Look at that. That is money well spent. All right, yeah, that's that makes me happy here. All right. All right, let's look for something to go with this, because I do think it's going to be a wiser decision if we purchase some forestry equipment here. So let's look under tools, and we have a forestry equipment section right here, and that's going to allow us to purchase whatever it is we need. So this is, yeah, you can pull wood out of the forest with a winch, but I'm not looking to pull anything. I'm looking to store logs on this. So for $2,000, and we have that, we can purchase this lizard right here. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. That's a nice looking trailer right there. We can also do this one. Looks pretty good too. And another lizard right here. It does seem that these two do have a different way of attaching, so I know this one works. So it's probably best if we stick to what we know works. Alright, let's make that orange. It's gonna cost 200 extra. You know what? Let's do it. Purchase. You can fetch your purchase at the shop. Alright. Look at this. We're moving in the right direction. So let's get on our tractor right here. Zoom out a bit. And let's try to get this attached here. Alright. Let's drive backward a little bit. And there we go. So now we'll be able to cut down trees, put them on this log trailer right here. And that is going to greatly increase our productivity. So let's give this a try before we look to what we want to be doing here, because I don't want to purchase something to immediately update my wish list, so to speak. Oh yeah, we're trucking. This is good. So there are 2 trees right here. I think we want to be cutting those down immediately and put them on the trailer. But let's be careful not to drop the tree on our new equipment here. That would be a poor decision. There we go. So that's close to being completely delimbed. Awesome. And let's cut down this one too. Oh yeah. Thick tree. Yep, that should work. So now that we have all these trees chopped up, let's try to get them in this trailer here. Now I do think that the weight is not going to be a problem, but the length may be. So let's try to thread the needle here. Be careful not to. Yeah, that is a way too long. There we go. Let's do the same with this smaller one. Did I see something lying on the floor here? Probably not. And let's try to put the bigger pieces of this log first, and we'll proceed with the smaller ones once we have the larger ones in. All right, go back, put this right here, right there. Oh, there's a little limit right there. All right, rinse and repeat without destroying our brand new equipment, if at all possible. Yeah, sometimes the physics of this game can be deceiving here. And let's also try not to drop anything. That has happened before. Do we need to make another cut? I will. There we go. That looks nice. Oh yeah, this is going to cut our number of trips dramatically here. There we go. Put everything on there. And I do think we have a very tiny piece right here. Alright, is it properly on? Not properly. There we go. So now we have 2 trees in one go here. Let's put the straps on so we don't lose anything while we drive a little bit further, because I do want to have more trees on this trailer here. Oh, drove into the tree here. That was not planned, obviously. Alright, here we go. And let's grab a couple more of these taller trees here. There we go. Alright. Let's try to get this tree out of the tree line here. Are we still holding it? We are. Actually, may want to put the larger part of the tree the other way around here. So let's switch this around like so. Get it in place. And let's pick it up from here, because that seems to make things a little easier here. Alright, sway back please. Thank you. Okay, you're being complicated, that's okay. I think I may be stuck behind a small tree right there. But it goes in all the same. Oh, let's not wreck our brand new stuff here. Oh, and the birds are chirping. Yeah, this is nice. This is a very relaxing atmosphere. If I can get these trees to go in one go. Maybe a bit further. Should we try one more tree? I think we can. let's do this one. This also seems like a large one. And here we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. So let's pick this one up. We have a little bit of interference with the other trees, but I think that should work out fine. Yeah, we need to be quite careful when we do this. We could also just lob it over here, right? We need to make sure that it's in the trailer, not drop it behind it. Oh yeah, this is way too large. Let's make a cut. Yeah, these controls take a little bit of getting used to. But that's more a problem on my end. Alright, let's strap these down. Oh, there we go. So that is a lot of logs that we're gonna have to carry here. And let's hope our 80 horsepower is going to be sufficient. Oh, that's very close right there. But our 80 horsepower seems to not have too much problems with it. Alright, let's drive back to where we can sell these. We do have to move a little bit uphill here, so that could be quite the challenge as well. But it really isn't too much of a hassle. Yeah, that 80 horsepower, that's so good. Alright, let's not try to crash in here. We're a little bit loaded too heavy here for us to stop on a dime. Oh, let's move forward. And then do like this. Do we need to make another go around? Terrible driving in episode 1. Goodness. Let's just drive backwards and hope it works. Let's see. Oh yeah, that did it. 10,000! We made 10,000 just off that lot. That's a lot better than having to haul them by hand. Alright, so 10,000, that should, or rather 13,650. That should allow us to make our first couple of moves here, depending on what we want to be doing. So what we could do, yeah, we could cut down a couple more trees, but I think we may want to spend our time a little more efficiently, and there's a nice looking plot right here. So let's just park all the equipment we have right here. Maybe in a more visually pleasing way. Alright. May not be a bad idea for us to practice our parking skills, because they're non-existent right now. it a little slow. Practice off camera, maybe. Alright, let's just drive straight ahead. Or straight back. And it still doesn't. Alright. Let's just drop it. And let's... Should we? Yeah, let's drive back here. Because we're gonna have to make some purchases anyway, and the chances are that we are going to need the tractor to pull the equipment that we have here. Alright. Park it. And yeah, we clean out really a lot of trees here already. So I think we may want to make a second decision rather quickly, because with the 13,000 we have, we could purchase some equipment, but equipment is actually kind of expensive, right? So ideally, I would rather focus on the cash flow right now, because we have all the time we need to turn this plot of land into whatever we want. It's really the money that's holding us back right now. Now, I have tried something in the first episode and I almost couldn't believe how good it was. And again, that's another shout out to our previous series here. Let's see, can we do that here? Yeah, we don't need to purchase any more farmland. But I do want to purchase something under the construction part here. So we have buildings, production, animals, decoration, and landscaping going on here. Beautiful tractor right there. And we can purchase all kinds of stuff here. We still need a house too, come to think of it. Farmhouse and an old truck. Oh, there's some decent looking... Oh, that didn't work out. Decent looking farmhouses here. But I'm guessing we're gonna have to do with this. As a matter of fact, we may want to purchase it right now, because we're going to need it anyway. Let's put it... Land is not owned by me. Oh, I may have to look into that. Oh, of course, yeah, it's on this side. Alright, let's put it right there. So at least we have somewhere to sleep. And what I was looking for is greenhouses here. Because I've been trying this one, large greenhouse, which is good. It produces strawberries, tomatoes, and lettuce. But these are the money ones. Mushrooms and flowers. They are absolutely insanely good. So that got me thinking. See, we own this plot right here also. I'm actually unsure as to whether or not we would be smart to use this. We can go over the road. That road's actually not too terrible here. But my plan was to get a production facility to go with it. Now, I still have to figure out which ones are actually good. But I think we need to find somewhere where we can sell these mushrooms here. Grain mill, spinnery. What does the mushroom look like? Oh yeah, it's just red mushrooms. That's fine. Oh, we can also do orchards. Oh yeah, that's a terminology that we are semi-familiar with. Well, these are all too expensive right now anyway, so we're not going to be looking into these specifically. But I do know that we want a greenhouse here. we do have to be careful with the orientation. So let's go with the mushroom one first, and they're very, very cheap, right? $1,500. That's not expensive. So we have a water reservoir in the front, and if we switch it around here, it shows that it has a demarcation on the floor, and that's where the pellet's going to be ending up as soon as the production cycle finishes. Now we need to constantly work on those because we need to fill this with water as soon as it runs out, because the production actually requires water, but we also want to be picking up all these materials. So that's interesting, right? Because we need to be careful with these as well. We're gonna have to drive around those. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of room. We could just start with 2, right? And we could do those here, because eventually we want to automate as much as we can. So we have like a money factory going on. But these cannot be removed, so I have to be kind of deliberate with how I want to be doing it. See, this way we can just pick up everything, and if we move, or rather if we're going to be placing down another one of these mushrooms or the orchard ones, we can just drive in a straight line here and fill them all up with water. But I think we can only fit 2 here, or maybe 3. Is this enough room to make a comfortable turn? Well, let's just try it. I think this should be enough room right here. And let's just start with 1. Yeah, let's do it right here. There we go. Our first greenhouse right here. So we're gonna need this to be filled with water, and we're gonna have that water turn into mushrooms and pick up the pellets right here. That's the goal. But first of all, we're gonna need water to get there, right? So that means, actually we can return to the shop right here. We're going to need a water carrier right here. It's not going to be under trailers, but I thought it was going to be under miscellaneous. We have a truck right there, or rather something similar to a flatbed, and this is what we need: a water tank right here. Biogas 8,000. Let's look at it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. And if we fill this up with 8,000 liters, that should be enough to carry us moving forward. So let's purchase. This is all part of the plan, of course. And we still have 2,000 left. Alright, there we go. Let's pick up our water container. Oh, let's actually make it a little bit easier on ourselves here, because it's pretty evident that my driving skills are non-existent here. There we go. Attach it. And it's not filled with water yet, so let's drive right here. Here we go. And now we should be... let's press F1 here. Alright, press R to start filling. Let's not do methane, let's do water. Oh yeah, that fills up pretty quickly. $7, that's not something that concerns me. And now we have a full container here. Now if we go here, it should say start overloading, press I. And there we go. The bottom right shows us that the tank is filling the tank of the greenhouse here. And actually, this tank I don't think is very large, so we may wanna do something about that. So let's go here. Get out here, because we still have to activate this greenhouse. So let's press R. We can select the mushroom greenhouse and say activate. Let's set it to storing. We can pick it up ourselves. Now what I think may need to be done here is we may want to look for a way to increase the capacity here. I'm actually unsure as to how we're going to do that, but let's look here. Construction. Rename cell. No. Let's see here. Do we have... I did remember vaguely. Oh yeah, here we go. So we have a supplementary water tank, and this holds 5,000. It's rather expensive though. We have this supplementary water tank helps you to supply your greenhouses with water. It must be placed near greenhouses here. And this holds 8,000 liters. It's actually less expensive than this one, but it holds more. This is 10,000 liters. But we cannot afford it. This is 20,000. Yeah, I do think we want to make these silo extensions. Yeah, I think we do want to have this larger one right here, because these run out of water really, really quickly. So we're gonna need an influx of money here. How are we gonna do that? So we have, again, the option. This is all working and set up in the proper way. That's good. So we can go and attach this trailer for us and continue with the chopping down of the trees. What we could also do is actually get a second greenhouse here. Maybe the flower one? I'm actually not sure if we can afford it. Let's not do farmland, but let's do the construction right here. Go to production, greenhouses, because it only costs 1,500. That's not too expensive. Problem is that cost can pretty quickly rocket up to account for the changes in landscape right here. Oh yeah, this is going to be all that we can do here. Let's make sure that it's like this maybe? Yeah, that looks nice. Or at least nicer. And this should give us enough room to drive in between, because we're gonna need a tractor with a flatbed to pick up all those things here. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to fit more than 2 in here comfortably. So, but these are just starters, right? These are just to help us out with the money here. So what we want to be doing here is take the water we still have left in here. That's not going to be enough actually. Let's fill her back up. And as soon as we have the container filled with water, we're going to fill up the flower one. The flower greenhouse, that is. And then we may want to test out our sleeping bag here. Start filling. There we go. And we're currently running on half of real-time speed here, but we will be changing that momentarily. Okay, we're not going to be able to make that one. This turn is very tight. Our container is making things a little bit more complicated for us than we would like it to be. Alright, let's drive back. This should be a wide enough angle. Do all tractors have the same driving qualities? Because I think the Massey Ferguson had a much shorter turn cycle here, or turn angle. This is making me think that this one has a very wide turning circle. Alright, all the same, we'll just keep it in mind. Right, and we want to be doing the overloading right here. Fill her up. Yeah, and it seems as though we should... Oh, the turning angle. I did not even think about that. When we may need another tractor. Because if this needs a lot more room to maneuver, that means that I've potentially made a calculation error there. We'll see. So now that both these greenhouses are filled up, let's return this tanker right here. Okay, drove over our sleeping bag. That's probably not a good idea. Right here. Alright, detach. There we go. And let's actually get off and put this in a proper place, because can't we turn it around? There we go. That looks nice. Put it right there. Alright, yeah, looking good. It's not much of a farm to speak of yet, but we'll get there. Let's make sure that this is actually working properly. So we have the mushroom one, already has 40 liters in it. And we have to activate the flowers, and it immediately shows up here. Look at this. Oh, looks so nice. Pots hanging too. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Alright, let's leave them be. Close the doors, please and thank you. Let's do a small walkthrough of our mushroom greenhouse. Nothing hanging from the ceiling. Close these two up. Alright. Cool. So yeah, this is working out. This is working out. But now we may want to think about skipping ahead with the time, because we do need this to produce so much material that it's actually going to be stored outside here. And those are going to make us quite a bit of money, if I recall correctly. So do we want to be chopping down trees? Because we do need a trailer. Yeah, we definitely need a trailer here. We do have super strength, so we should be able to just pick up a pallet and go from there. And maybe sell one pallet, maybe two. That might not be too terrible of an idea. Alright, so first and foremost, let's change the real-time or half real-time speed. Where's the half speed? Here we go, time scale. Let's have this be 3 times for now. Yeah, 3 times speed. And now let's just sleep it off until we actually have produced some stuff, because we have been putting in a lot of work, right? Chopping down trees, hauling the trees over to the distribution center, making a lot of purchases here. So let's just get ahead and end this day right here. And hopefully in the morning we'll have some material to sell here. Good night.